people, if you watch this video from the beginning to the end, you will cry. If you are an Edo man, you will cry. Watch this video from the beginning to the end. Not one time, 2 times. E.J. Agmonima went to Arise TV, Arise News. He went the first time, he humiliated himself. He went the second time, he completely just finished himself. Greed is very bad. President Tinubu just promoted you, but yet you are fighting for a governor that you will not be. Haba. I beg, watch this video from the beginning to the end. And just watch and see if you will not shed tears.
Let's talk about your gubernatorial ambition.
Your daughter, Bati.
2024 governorship election in Edo State. You've been meeting with stakeholders. Are you in this? Like seriously?
Yeah.
Or you are a placeholder for some other people? And what exactly do you have for the people of Honorable Agbenayema? Now let's talk about your gubernatorial ambition.
Your daughter, Bati.
2024 governorship election in Edo State. You've been meeting with stakeholders. Are you in this? Like seriously?
Yeah.
Or you are a placeholder for some other people? And what exactly do you have for the people of Edo State?
Let's even see if you have a grasp of the problems in Edo State. As we speak today, what are the problems? Number one, what is the unemployment rate in Edo State as we speak?
He don't know it. He will just be looking. Oh, Keke Napep.
That's a good news, Mr. Rufai. Because see, for me, I'm not one of those aspirants that likes to castigate others. Because if I have to speak on that, it will be very, very unfair to me. Because
I said, give me a number. What's the unemployment number? What's the unemployment rates as we speak now in Edo State? The number.
Well, to the best of my knowledge, the unemployment rate is almost 60%. Almost 60%. Almost 60%. We are talking, when you're talking about unemployment rate, how do you come about that? There are speculations. Where I'm talking about facts and figure. I say that whatever opportunity you are given is a service to humanity. People will say that democracy, in Nigeria, is upside down. Yeah, you can call it. Because the people that are supposed to serve, they are not seeing what's supposed to be on ground. All we hear right now is pages of newspaper, on radio, television, just saying things that is not on ground. People just want to say what they want to, tell others, knowing fully that all these years, nothing to write home about. Is in the area of education, is in the area of agriculture.
Okay.
And to bring it to a sizable and a notable and accessible and somebody with that zeal, the willingness, the commitment to drive and say Edo State must change. Not this type of, when we have found ourselves in the quagmire of nothing happening. And at the end of the day, some people are saying that, I want to contest for governor. Show me your report card. What have you done lately? All that you have done, yes, I have a report card to present to the people of Edo State. They love me. They know me. I am a homeboy. I came here and I came. So I've done well in all ramifications. Thank you.
Okay, good. Merry Christmas once again.
Thank you very much, Rufai.
Looking bright. Pray for felicitations for the new year. So you were talking about, at first, politics of rice and beans and all of that. It's not by sharing food for people. You want a brand new politics, but you will still share. No,
politics of is enough while is gone.
No, but you will still share rice for people. That's the way politics is.
Right? No.
Can you make a commitment here that you will never share food to voters in Edo State? Can you make it on TV? Can you make it a commitment?
Hold on, Rufai.
No, this is
as
my
listen
first question.
To me,
yes.
I'm the one talking. You ask a question, let me respond to you.
Yeah.
I have made a vow.
Yeah.
To my people and to God Almighty.
I will never share food for them.
I have told my people this time.
You will never share food for them.
Sharing food. That is buying your conscience for nothing.
So
for
you
4
will
years.
never buy. You will never do vote buying. Even in these primaries, you will never give anybody money.
I will not.
Okay.
If they are looking for good service,
okay.
If they are looking for somebody that is willing to work, to serve them, let them not think about 4,000 naira or one bag of rice for another 4 years.
So
and again, you now come back to be in this abject poverty where
I'm still asking questions.
It's not about 4,000 or bag of rice. I'm telling you, the politics of Izenefwa, rice, all this salt and pepper soup is over. We must start from now, and let's call a spade, and let's get serious to the real business.
So I get you. You will not share a bag of rice. As you are doing the primaries, you will not influence with money. You will not spend any money to influence or anything. So you've made that commitment on TV.
I'm making that commitment because if they are looking for a good candidate, let them look at me.
Okay,
I'm not going to spend money.
You've heard.
I'm not going to buy your conscience.
You're not going to spend money on the primaries. Even on the primaries, you're not going to spend money for your delegates and people like that on the primaries. You're not. You're not going to spend.
Can I tell you something? My last election.
Yeah.
Go and check.
You didn't spend anything.
My last election, even though I was robbed.
But you didn't spend anything.
I did not.
You didn't spend any money at all.
I spent money on media.
Oh, but you said you didn't spend anything. Okay, only on media.
What are you talking about? Okay. You don't expect me? Are you going to give me media, free of charge when it comes to...
Okay, but you didn't spend money on people. You didn't give bag of rice or anything. Good. So, you've given the confirmation you didn't spend anything.
I am here. We have orphanage.
I
have orphanage.
I still have to.
I have less privilege.
I still have to ask you
children, sons and daughters.
Mr. Agboniewa.
Yes.
I'm the anchor here. Let me ask you the questions you answer, please. Finally, out of the way, you've made a commitment here. And Edo people you are watching, if you hear any bag of rice or financial inducement for him, bring it to our attention.
Because that is how we have ridiculed ourselves.
Hang on a minute.
Because all these candidates, all these aspirants think that they can just buy themselves.
We've sorted that out. Okay.
They are bigger. Those state people are smarter than this.
Mr. Agboniewa,
this era of spending money, trying to buy people's conscience is over.
I still have questions to ask you.
Go ahead.
Let me ask the questions.
Thank you.
Thank you. As we speak now, what's the GDP of Edo State and what's the current state of the revenue and what would you do about it?
Let me tell you something. We're talking about GDP. I was reading. They said, 25 billion GDP in Edo State. There are so many things, speculation they are writing here and there that are not real. Like they said, they were going to employ 200,000 Edo sons and daughters. Nothing of such that taking place. So what you see.
What's the current state revenue? Internally generated revenue.
Well, thank you very much. It's what they give. That's what we know.
No, so what is it? What is the last one they gave?
The last one they gave.
What is it?
It's not what it's supposed to be.
No, but what is it? At least you must know the revenue.
The revenue, let me tell you, I work with Comrade Adams Ali.
So what's the last revenue of Edo State?
The last revenue of Edo State, I thought it was 3-point-something billion naira. But I tell you, there are loopholes.
Okay.
Loopholes in such a way that what they are telling us, Edo State can generate up to 5 to 7 billion.
Okay.
What they are telling us is nothing to write home about. Fictitious, not real figure. These are speculations.
So what would you do about it?
First of all, is to change the narrative. Building, infrastructure. Creating, I'm talking about roads to the rural area. Open the rural areas. Support the farmers. Being able for them to bring the farm produce to the city. Give soft loan to the market women to do business. What make a state to be viable are the people. We have good numbers, almost 4.7, now almost 4.8. As at 2022, we're talking about 4.7.
But can you specifically, you see, this is the problem I have with all of you politicians. You're very nebulous people. I'm sorry, with due respect.
That's being disrespectful.
No, nebulous.
When you say we politicians, what do you mean by that? You are even more politically.
So what do you know that I mean by nebulous? What's the meaning of the word?
It's not nebulous. You say we politicians, we. That's not nebulous. When you say we politicians, there are different people.
No, so let me explain.
Different mindset.
No, hang on a minute.
I am not the type of we politicians.
Hang on a minute.
Yes.
Just hang on a minute, please.
After this one.
What I said is, the problem I have with you politicians is that you are nebulous. The meaning of nebulous. Let me tell you the meaning of nebulous.
I understand what you are saying, but when you say we politicians, you politicians,
so
cut me out.
Mr. Agboniewa, would you let me tell you the meaning of nebulous?
I'm not talking about nebulous. I'm talking about you making statements of we politicians.
So please,
what do you mean by we politicians?
Mr. Agbonniyiwa,
I wouldn't disrespect by saying you media.
Just go.
Mr. Agbonniyiwa, let me ask you a
media.
question.
No.
Mr. Agbonniyiwa.
Yes, I still have respect for that.
Yes.
You media, I wouldn't say that.
I don't
when
believe.
we
ask the
politicians,
question. I want to ask you a question now, because you've not answered my question.
I don't believe his intentions were to be.
but that statement is wrong because you didn't address me that way.
Right. Okay.
I'm not part of
Let me
those. You
come
can
in
join. I'm not one of those that have stolen money.
That's accepted.
I came,
All right.
I saw, and I have conquered.
You wouldn't even allow
That's
Ayo
brilliant.
speak to
Okay,
you.
let me ask you my
Yeah.
question now.
Please.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank
so
you.
my question is, I know that you talked about job creation. You talked about infrastructural development. These are some of the key areas you'd like to address if you do become governor of Edo State.
Yeah.
Can you share with us what you feel, how you would assess the current governor's performance in these areas and what you will do differently in terms of, you talk about job creation, you talk about internally generated revenue. By the way, the governor had a task to increase the internally generated revenue to about 30 billion. So it's a lot more than what you had mentioned, about 3 billion in terms of
30
revenue.
billion.
Yes, so hold on. I'll give you the
But that's a
figures.
fact.
I'll give you the figures before we come.
Just give him the figures.
Give you 30 billion.
Mr.
That's
Agbonniyiwa,
fact.
hold
Mr.
on a
Agbonniyiwa,
second.
just
Hold
wait
on a
for
second.
him.
It's way higher than the 3 billion you talked about. Now, I just want to ask you what your plans are so that we hear you out. The people want to listen to you as to what your plans for Edo State are. Beyond that is the fact that the current governor, Governor Baseki, is from Edo South. You're also from Edo South. Do you think the people would want to vote, even though APC has said they're not going to zone to any senatorial zone, but do you think it's fair that back to back, after 8 years of having a governor from Edo South, the Edo people would still want someone from Edo South to lead them in the next 4 years?
Well, let me take you aback. Thank you for being polite. I'm not holding my brother, but I just want to let him know that some of us are different politicians.
Just
Thank
to respond. Thank you.
To buttress, to answer your question, I want to be able to bring to bear, starting from the local government, because the local government are closer to the people.
Okay.
In raising the Ketika committee for a local government to be chaired by Ketika, it's an absurd, unconstitutional, it's a breach of the law. Is a breach of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended in 1999. That there are 3 tiers of government, federal, state, and local government. If you empower the local government that are closer to the people, and the money that is coming to the local government should go straight to the local government. And for you to be able to have investor coming to your state, you must have on ground. When you're talking about the insecurity in our state, that will endear people to come to Edo State. That must be attractive. It is give and take. Something that you have to offer to some of these investors.
So how would you tackle insecurity? These are big ambitions.
Now,
and it's a how.
Let me tell you something. My background is intelligence.
Okay.
Okay. When you're talking about insecurity, it's not to be discussed how you're going to fight insecurity. You don't put all these things on the public domain.
Okay, these are, on the broad level.
These are the method, these are the way, these are
not
the
means. Not the details, just the broad level. How would you tackle insecurity?
First of all, the traditional institutions are key factors. The traditional institution that be neglected, bringing everybody together with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah. In every society, you are going to have the bad boys. But why are these bad boys there? Because of idleness. Okay. You must be able to create enabling environment, creating jobs. Government have no business doing business. Government is in business to create enabling environment, attracting investors to come and invest.
Well said. How will you create jobs?
Edo State have so much.
Okay, so how would you create jobs and attract investment?
Once you are able to attract investors.
Yeah, how?
Of course. I have, beyond rhetoric,
okay,
both internationally, globally, in this country, to bring investors to Edo State. Edo State we have oil, we have gas,
Okay.
we have rubber, we have cocoa, which are the things that gave us so much impetus. Growing up, I used to see cocoa farm excel in Edo, rubber excel in Edo. My father was a cocoa farmer, one of the biggest cocoa farm in Edo there.
All right, okay.
So
Let me
hold
move
on,
on to the second.
it doesn't end there.
Okay.
Let me come. So at the end of the day, you are able to have every quarterly to have a town hall meeting, to be able to interact, talking about insecurity now, bringing all the traditional ruler, bringing all the youth together, the market women, having a broad mindset together to discuss. This is not a one-man show. Being a governor, you are just the administrative head.
So bringing critical stakeholders.
You must bring all these critical stakeholders on board. You must
The
relate to
second
them.
question about
Yes.
Edo South, because of our time. Second question about Edo South, you being from Edo South, Governor Obaseki from Edo South, would the people be willing to have another governor from that same zone?
Why not? Everybody have the right to aspire. So Governor Obaseki is from Edo South. That does not stop me. When Oshomole contested for governor, people from Edo Central contested. People from Edo North contested. People from Edo South contested. So nothing stopped anyone. It is their fundamental human right,
Absolutely.
to contest, to aspire,
Okay.
to win. So the truth of the matter is that for me, I'm here to talk to the people. They know me. They know what I have done in the past. I'm not a stranger to them. I am homeboy there with them that over the years, they have listened to me. They have supported me across the board, whether PDP, APC.
Mr. Gubernatorial, thank you so much for that. I would like to reiterate and clear this.
Yeah.
I'm not adversary with you. You've been here many times, all right?
Yes.
So you need to calm it down, all right? The truth has to be said. What I was saying is, politicians are very nebulous. What nebulous means is unclear, vague. That's what it means. So it was not an indictment on you or anybody. But listen to me. Just listen to me. I wanted specifically to know the plans at which you are going to, specific step-by-step plans to revamp or increase the GDP of Edo State. Ayo has been able to point out the facts right to you. And I'm also asking you the question on internally generated revenue. I need specifics. I need data. Take, for instance, you say your father was a very big cocoa farmer. Appreciate. The question is, what's the capacity of cocoa production as we speak on ground in Edo State? How many tons are they producing? And how can we improve upon it? I didn't get that answer. That's why I said, you politicians are very nebulous. It was not an indictment on you or anything.
No. When you say we politicians, that's why I disagree with me. It's not about nebulous. That's not the issue.
So
that's not
go
the
for
word of
it.
contention.
Tell us as we speak the specific number of internally generated revenue. How much is the state generating as we speak? And how do you hope to improve it with step-by-step systematic approach? That's just it. Sell yourself to us.
Listen to me.
How much is the
thank you
IGR?
very much.
Yeah.
You know, the IGRO, the internal generated revenue that you're talking about, is what you are hearing. I was in government with Comrade Adams Ali Oshomole. I know a lot about it.
Can you tell us, okay, the number we are hearing?
Hold on. Now, he did excellently well. What we are seeing today, the figure that we are getting, because I work for the system, I work for government still. I know what is happening. I'm not here.
Okay, so let me give you a
So,
benchmark.
hold on.
What's the figure we are
Yes, let me
getting
give you a
as we
benchmark.
It's not
so
the
you
figure
can
we are
see.
getting. The figure we are getting is not what
Okay,
we are
so
getting.
it's
No,
So tell us the amount of the figure we are getting now. Okay, the one
I
they
can
are
only tell you
reporting
what
of
I will do, not what they are doing now.
No,
What they
but
are
you need
doing.
to have a
Okay,
base
let
to
me
be
tell
able
you
to
the
move
base.
from.
In 2022,
Yes.
Edo came 8th in internally generated revenue out of 36 states with 47.5 billion. So that's a lot more than the 3 billion you talk about. Hold on.
Hold on.
And then the
Are you
governor-
campaigning for?
No, I'm giving you
we are
the
just telling you the
facts.
facts.
Have you investigated that?
No, we are
Hold
telling
on.
you
I'm
the
saying
facts.
this
So at
is
least
what
That is
I'm-
not fact to
No,
start
no,
with.
I'm
That is
saying
not
you
fact.
can then
But
dispute
it's
it.
you can
It's garbage in, garbage out.
No, I'm informing our
Yes.
I'm
We're
informing
informing
our
the audience.
audience.
No, you're
Mr.
informing the audience, but when you are
Bonima,
giving
Mr.
wrong
Bonima.
perception, wrong information to
Mr.
the audience.
Bonima.
Where did they don't get from
My
the
brother,
internal
okay,
revenue?
so how
generated
much
revenue?
my
in your
brother, calm down
estimation?
now. My brother,
How much
Merry
in your
Christmas now. Just calm
How
down.
much in your estimation? So I'm telling you the official figures. It's up to you to dispute it. The official figures as at 2022, and other states are also represented. Lagos came number 1 with 65.
According to Nigeria Bureau of Statistics.
So this is 47.5 billion naira.
Was that investigated as investigative journalism?
What?
As an investigative journalism, was that investigated?
This is Bureau. Just hold on.
So I'd like you to tell us, since you know the fact, what do you think? So are you saying it's 3 billion naira?
Let me tell you something. When you are talking about eternal generated revenue in Edo State, I'm very conversant with it. Okay? But I'm here to serve myself. I'm here to tell Nigerians, especially my people, what I intend to do to change the narratives. Because if we are receiving 46 billion in Edo State, I don't think the Edo State will be in such a quagmire situation.
Okay, so tell me the step-by-step breakdown.
That there are no rules. So that means you are indicting them.
Absolutely. I mean, that's...
You are indicting the state that if Edo State is receiving 46 billion eternal generated revenue and nothing to write home about, Ring Road is taken by grass. Urban market that was built many years ago, nobody have thought about it. Erosion has taken the order of the day in Edo State. Across the 3 senatorial districts, look at the rural area, no motorable. If you are talking about what is on paper, what they are telling us they got for the 6 billion, apart from federal allocation, apart from 30% derivation, apart from all the other loans that they have taken. If we are getting 46 billion yearly, why should we be going to be borrowing money?
Okay, Mr. Agbonniyi.
So these are the deceits.
Mr. Agbonniyi,
so
because time is fast spent.
Yes.
I want you to sell yourself now. Tell us the step-by-step approach at which you are going to increase the internally generated revenue and increase step-by-step approach, practical steps.
Let me tell you, Edo State is a hub for furniture. If we now concentrate, bring infrastructure, bring factory, engage the youth, both the men and the women, to have in Edo State as one of the best furniture maker in this country. As of today, I can tell you, without missing words, people from other part of the world come to Edo State to buy furniture. If we really concentrate and invest in that sector.
How much do you think furniture can make the Edo economy? How much is furniture making the Edo economy now?
It's making the Edo economy just barely nothing. Looking at what I intend to do. There's no single factory supported by government. In every country, there must be support based by government, even by the banks. Unfortunately, in Nigeria, you go to bank to go and borrow ordinary 100,000. They tell you to go and bring your father in the grave. So I am telling you that social awareness in helping the market women.
Okay.
The market women, they have not been supported. The youth, they have not been supported. That is why I'm going to go about bringing vocational technical institution, technical school, to be able to have those who are bricklayers, those who are carpentry, those who are doing carving, wood carving. We have bronze at Edo State. Those are the bronze that today that the British they are bringing back that could yield millions and billions for the economy. But instead of supporting that,
I know
the government is fighting the Oba Benin for being able to do what others have not been able to achieve over the years.
I would like to thank you so much for your time, and I wish you a prosperous Christmas and a prosperous New Year, and I wish you